Hey guys, Jess here. I thought I would hop on and do a quick layout share for you all today. I've been busy the past month or so scrapbooking when I have time, and usually that's late evenings, but I've been really focusing on trying to bust through my stash. So I thought I would share with you what I've gotten done so far for the month of July. I think this week's a little bit the past couple weeks in August, but for the past like 4 to 6 weeks, the layouts I have made, I don't have process videos for all of them, but I do have a couple that I've done in this stack that were Facebook Live, so you may want to check those out as well. But anywho, I thought I would share, and maybe you will be inspired or get a good idea from one of these layouts. So let's just dive right in. So this is one I created with my husband and I, and this was a leftover page or paper from a past hip kit, and just again some random bits and pieces from my stash. I honestly don't know all the product that I used on this page, and I apologize for that. But I did some stitching with my We Are Memory Keeper sewing machine. That's the first time I've used it. Granted, I have a long ways to go before I get good at it, but it was so fun to finally stitch on a page. And I just really pulled various embellishments from a pink hue to tie it all together. I believe these stickers are from a Pink Fresh sticker sheet. And ephemera is just loose ephemera that I had, and a couple of mixed media splatters, and we call it good. Next layout here is of my son, and so this one is, let's see, I don't remember where the background paper, I was kind of looking at the back to see if I could recognize it. Unsure of the background paper I used, but I can tell you that these two framelits are from a past hip kit club, and I used the Thickers collection. It's a boy-based collection. I don't recall the name of it though, unfortunately, to do the title, and some embellishments from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Legendary collection, which I absolutely love, and a couple little bits and pieces sprinkled throughout, and then some mixed media sprays, or splatters I should call it. I like to use that to kind of fill in the white space. It really just completes it, in my opinion, and it's not too busy. So I really love the way this came out, and this rosette was pre-made from an embellishment kit I think I got a while back, and I just added a topper to it. But I love this layout very much. I love the colors. It's one of my favorites. All right, next we have, this is one layout I did a Facebook Live on. We did a grid design. And so this again, I kind of dug into my stash and used a cardstock. I believe this is a Pink Fresh pattern paper from a past hip kit club. And then the rest of these little colored squares are from the Page of Horizons collection. I do know that. Again, we have a thicker title. This was from a Vicky Bouton thicker collection, and then the rest of the pieces were just, again, in my die cut stash, my ephemera stash. I just went through all the various collections and pulled out coordinating colors, and did little pieces within each square. Like this is from a Chamel collection. I believe this is a Paige Evans. So yeah, it's just a little mixed bag of everything. Again, just trying to use up what I have, kind of go shopping in my own craft room, which is really fun. So this one I think came out really good too. It's a picture of my grandmother and I a few years ago. All right, so this next one is a color blocking technique, and I used I think all of it actually came from the Vicky Bouton Kaleidoscope collection. So I have a lot of this collection left over because I purchased it on my own, the whole collection, because I loved it so much. And then we also got a lot of pieces in a hip kit club. So I had doubles of a lot of things. So I thought it would be fun to kind of play with the stencil here. As you can see in the background, I did it with a stencil with some watercolor and then some splatters to create like this rainbow in the back. And then I took the embellishments and I just put them in with the coordinating colors. And I love this layout. I think it came out so good. I wasn't really sure where I was going with it, but I just kept adding and playing, and it's a different way for me to do the color blocking technique, and I just really love how it came out. And it's such an easy technique and such a great way to use up a lot of product. So I'll give you a little bit closer look. But I think it came out so good. Love the bold colors and the florals, and just a fun layout. All right. Excuse me. Next we have is another stash busting layout. So again, this was, I believe this background paper was from the Maggie Holmes summertime collection. I don't, if that's the formal name, I can't recall, but then a couple pieces from my stash, and then I literally went and grabbed a bunch of just random embellishments. Lots of wood veneer, as you can see, some thickers. This was a scrapbook page of my friend and I going to the Mumford & Sons festival that they had up here where I live. And so everyone got these mustaches as part of like entering. So we took a silly photo and it was just really fun. And so it was a very whimsical, fun way to document this one memory. And I love how I kind of made this cluster of embellishments at the top to kind of finish it off. I just think it really came out well. And all the embellishments are very fitting, I think. So again, I used up a lot of stash. I was really happy about that. And I was able to document a memory. And then I also did the journaling, as you can see, right around the edge here. Just a different way. Still capture the story. Fun layout. All right. Next one, here's another one of my favorites. So this was a Facebook Live I had done. We were using up washi. I, probably like a lot of you, have a ton of washi, and I don't use it as much as I should. So I really made it a point these last couple of weeks to, or last few weeks I should say, to use it up. And so I found this design on Pinterest and I scrap lifted it. I'm drawing a blank on the creator of it originally. There was a few versions, so thank you for those of you who do put your content on Pinterest. I go to it all the time for inspiration, so thank you so much. And this was one of the designs that came out of it. So I just took a bunch of washi, different lengths, taped it over the top, added some little enamel hearts and some tags at the bottom. And then I used the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Ephemera Pack. I think this one's Happiness. No. I'm not sure this collection, honestly. Sorry, it slipped my mind. But the colors I thought matched really well with the tone of the washi I had. It was a little more subtle. And then just a thickers collection for the title, a couple little embellishments here, and this layout was done. I love how there's a really nice white balance here, and it's overall a very simple layout. I just think it's so pretty. And I believe I do have the video posted of this live if you wanted to watch the whole process. All right, here is another Facebook Live I did. So this is an older Simple Stories collection, A Boy's Rule, I think it's called, that I pulled out. I still have quite a bit left that I'm trying to use up. And these are photos of my son lining up his cars. Him and I were playing cars, and we're both very type A. And so we put him in a rainbow color, if you can't tell by the pictures. We were having lots of fun that day, like putting them all in rainbow color. He loves doing that and counting and putting things in straight lines. It's totally the type of child he is. So we had a lot of fun. So I thought I would document it. And I had these really fun little embellishments from I think it was, I think this was some of these came from like an Echo Park or a different collection for boys. So like this little quirky car, I thought it was perfect. Came out of that. And then the Simple Stories collection had some as well. I made this rosette myself and added the Jeep sticker on top of it. Couple little journaling pieces. Again, the word colorful came from the Vicky Boot and Thickers collection. Couldn't be more perfect for this layout if you ask me. And then I just added cars. And although this is bright and busy, I think it really does work well together. I'm so pleased with this, the way this came out. And this was another Facebook Live where we were tackling the grid design. So it was really fun, and I enjoyed this one. Okay, so now I have some 9x12s for you. And so this was just an idea that had popped into my head. Well, we had I picked out a sketch for the group, my Jessica Grace and Friends Pretty Pages group. I go and find a sketch to inspire people, and I give them a challenge every month. So I found one, a sketch. It was a 12x12 that had a bunch of, I believe, hexagons all around the outside. And the challenge was to take that sketch and use a different shape. And so I decided I was going to use donuts. And I decided I was going to do a 9x12. So this is my son. He absolutely loves donuts. And this was after him getting a haircut. We always went to the donut shop right next door. A nice small local donut shop. So I figured I would frame the whole layout in donuts. So I have clear sticker donuts, dimensional sticker donuts, epoxy donuts, this cute little pack of donuts. It says do not worry about a thing. So cute. That was in one of my ephemera packs in some collection. And then I had donut thickers. I couldn't believe it. And I just used some tiny alphas that says hooray for donuts. And when I was making this layout, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so busy. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to keep pushing through and creating it. And I absolutely love the result of this layout. I think this is my #1 favorite. Those donuts, look how cute they are. It's just so cute. I think it's just so fun. So I definitely want to do this again. And I love taking the layouts and different sketches from Pinterest and like putting my own twist on it. I like to say, this layout's great, but I'm going to change this about it, and like challenge myself to make it just a little bit different. It just changes it up. Or you can go back to sketches you've used in the past and do the same thing. I really encourage that. Again, I just so appreciate people's content out there. Very inspiring. So, hooray for donuts. So, this is another 9x12. I'm kind of in an effort trying to complete my son's 2019 album, if you can't tell. So, oh, this one slipped off a little bit. So this I used the Vicky Bouton Kaleidoscope Collection again, and it's just a black cardstock 9x12 with a pattern paper, and then I just took a bunch of stickers and washi strips and long sayings that came from the sticker collection, and I just put them on the side here to make this like stack of embellishments. Matted his photo and then did some journaling, a couple little of embellishments, and I think it came out really good. These are all like embellishments that I just held on to, and I wasn't sure how to use them, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna stack them on the side and see how it goes. And I really think it came out great. I love the way it looks, and it fit the photo perfectly. The color scheme, I love the background paper. Again, I really like how this came out. All right, next we have a layout of my stepdaughter when she had lost her first tooth. This picture is so goofy and silly. I love it. She was so excited. And so, excuse me, I'm gonna clear my throat. Excuse me. And so I decided, let's make this a fun, vibrant layout to match the picture. And so again, I pulled some paper from my stash. I think this might be a Paige Evans paper from a past collection. And then I just went through my ephemera and pulled out lots of bits and pieces from everywhere. I think these might be maybe an Amy Tan. I'm not sure. Sorry, I didn't write a list. I didn't think I was going to do this kind of a last minute, so I apologize. I don't know all the product. But again, I went shopping in my stash, and I had a bunch of this stuff. This cute little rosette banner with the sweetness. I just love that so much. And then I had these acetate letters that I struggle with acetate so much, and I was just like, I gotta use them. I have them. They're so cute. So I thought it would be fun to spell out the word loose, and then I did tooth with some thicker letters, and I think it came out really well. I think it balanced out the layout and the busy background. A little bit outside my norm, but I'm pleased with the result, and it's fun and just vibrant, like I said, like the photo. So that's really the goal what I was trying to achieve. Okay, and speaking of acetate, we have more. Oh, I have one that fell off. So again, this was a goal of mine, trying to get through the stash, and I had a whole package of these acetate letters. They came from the Hip Kit Club kit like last year. And so I pushed myself to do something with them, and so I made my own background paper. So all of these letters in the background are acetate letters, and then I snuck in my stepdaughter's name, Natalie, Natalie. I thought that was fun, and I stacked up photos of her first day of second grade, I believe this is. I didn't journal on this one. 2016, so yeah, I believe that's correct. Cute couple little embellishments, nothing too much because the background is pretty busy, but I think overall this came out so great. So here's a great idea and a good way to use acetate. If you struggle with it like me, just make it a background. White piece of cardstock, and there you go. Own customized background. All right, we have another layout of my stepdaughter, her recent birthday. She had her cousin and a friend over, and we did a cute little photo booth setup in our house, and I have this large photo and then a photo strip of them having pictures. Paper was from a Hip Kit Club. I think I was in like June or July of 2019 kit this might have come from, and I used the Hooray Thickers collection to make the title, the foam stars. They worked out perfectly. Again, with the watercolor and the busy background, I didn't want to do too much embellishing because the photos are really wonderful, and I kind of just want to highlight those. And I actually used a Victoria Marie layout. She used the same collection in one of her layouts as inspiration. And so I had to kind of decide to do the same thing, and I really like how it came out. Just a little bit of journaling, date stamp, and we call it good. Again, I think it's a really pretty layout. And this is a 8.5 by 11 size I've done for her. And here's another birthday layout. So another past paper from Hip Kit Club. I'm not sure what collection that's from. This is my stepdaughter and my husband. She's getting ready to blow out her candles, so I thought I'd do it in black and white to kind of coordinate with the background paper. Again, I have the Hooray Thickers, so I have Hooray for Cake, little party hat cake, a couple little words, a bunch of balloons that I've had for a while. And then, again, I'm simple, but I love how it came out. And we have another 9 by 12. So this was one that I put together with my husband and my son. Very simple layout. So I used another paper from the Vicky Boutin Kaleidoscope collection, the little trim, a couple of stickers, tiny words, and a big title, The Good Stuff. And this one is a very simple, but I really like it. All right, and these last couple are from a recent Facebook Live video. So I did again, I was playing with washi. So I did a different washi technique this time, in which I just put strips all along the top here, kind of fan them out to give them a little bit of an arch look, and creating my own background paper essentially. And then I took one photo, embellished it with, I think these are some, I don't remember where these flowers are from. I think these are pink paisley or Page Evan butterfly, one of the two. A little embellishment heart, some acrylic hearts, some gold splatters, and there you have it. And I think this came out so pretty. That washi technique is super fun and a great way to use a lot of it. And then the last one is I decided to do that technique one more time, and this was actually from the Facebook Live video. And I had a bunch of camping washi that I did, like I said, the same technique, kind of arched it a little bit. Tents and the sky and mountains and s'mores and campers, and super, super fun. I had some photos of my son and my husband when we went camping last Labor Day weekend. So I did a gold thicker happy and then some tiny Elphys campers, kind of pulling out the green, and I thought the gold complemented this as well. Even though there's silver in the washi, I still feel like the gold worked well. A couple of wood veneer pieces, a little fire and s'mores action up there, and the that's pretty much it for this layout. This one's very bold and busy, not normal for me, but I still, you know, once I got it all together, I was like, I really like it. I think this came out great. So again, that washi technique is something worth a try if you have a lot and could use some of it up by doing a technique like this. So yeah, so that is all the layouts I've been working on lately. I hope you enjoyed this layout share, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, I'd appreciate if you hit subscribe and the little bell notification so you know when I upload new content. If you're returning and you've already subscribed, thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up so I know you like these kind of videos and I'll create more. And until next time, have a great day and happy scrapping. Bye!